This is the Danfi Audio Vantage Point 2. It's a retro style Bluetooth turntable with speakers. Comes in 3 different colors. It comes in tan, black, and brown. This is the brown version. So we're going to do an unboxing, kind of walk through. I've got a Beatles record that we're going to play. I'll connect the Bluetooth as well. Some other things I just want to point out. It does have the 3-speed turntable, so it'll do a 75, a 45. It's got a built-in stereo speaker. It does have an aux line. It also has an external speaker connection. So if you have external speakers, you can connect those in. It has a dust cover, which is a plastic lid that just comes down to it, and it also connects via Bluetooth. So we are going to kind of just go through and open this up. So right off the top, you can see you've got an instruction manual. It does have an extra needle head here and a needle cover. There should not be, and there's not a lot to put together with a record player. We are going to turn it upside down. Kind of just pull everything out there. Set the box on the floor. And I'm going to take all these pads and different things off, and then we'll change our view to a top view so you can see. So here it is out of the box. You can see right here we do have the aux cords right there in the back, the white and the red. So let's pull this plastic off. And let's change our view. Okay, so we've got our Beatles record. Obviously, this is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Club Band, and this is an original pressing that we got at a record shop. One of the first records that I got my son, who's now into records. So here's your dust cover right here, and it does come with a plastic cover. So we're gonna pull that off slowly without trying to ruin anything. You've got your power cord in here as well. I don't want to have to unscrew this to take it off, so just slide it off this way. There we go. Okay, right around the hinges, you can see they've got that. They also have an extra coating on here for the plastic that you can peel off. A little bit of ASMR right here to get all this off. But again, this also goes around the hinges. You want to make sure that you get the pieces underneath. And this dust cover is pretty thick. I've seen some other ones that just kind of have a flimsy one. This seems pretty sturdy. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to break the dust cover. Little tiny pieces on the edges, underneath the hinge. What you'll also notice is that the hinges have got a little bit of a pressure to them so that the dust cover can stay open by itself. So there's a little bit of a click right there. And then you've got these 2 pieces right here, little rubber pieces, so that when the dust cover comes down, it doesn't damage the wood right here. So also in the package, it's going to be your AC right here, plug. And then you also have a needle. So I told you they gave you an extra needle in the bag. There's your extra needle, and the needles do come with needle covers. So if you're familiar with record or vinyl players, and you know you need to keep that on just so you don't ruin your pin. So they also have the needle arm zip tied here. So you want to make sure that we take that off here. And then we also just have this foam piece right here. Now, some of the things that I've already noticed as I get really close is you've got this velvet cover here, right? This is something I would hold on to. Okay, jumping in and going over all of the buttons. You've got your RX, TX, you've got your volume, Bluetooth, auxiliary, you've got your aux cables here, you've got your speed here. You can do 33, 45, or 70. You also have your on off here. So we are plugged in. Okay, so we're gonna go side one, and I'm gonna leave the little felt here, the skip pad, basically holds everything in place. Sometimes you'll see them on the top where you can put them on top. You do have this locking mechanism here that will lock the needle arm, and this is automated. So the minute that I pull this over, it will start turning. Again, you also have your stop start switch. So this turns it up, lifts the arm up just a little bit here. So there's a little lever here. So we've got it to go. And we have got the RTX off, and we're going to slide over and go right to the end of the first track. Volume's really loud. What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Notice when we go all the way down on volume and just turn it off, the whole player stops. We turn it back on. Takes a second just for the speakers to kick in. Just turn this on, turn this off. Turning this down just a little bit. And then you've got your aux cord here that you can plug in. And again, lift this off, stop spinning. We can lock this in place. I'm going to take the record out and then just show you the back. So we're going to turn this off. Again, we've got the two rubber pads here, but on the back of the player, you've got your power in and then your cables that you can connect to speakers, a right and a left speaker. So now we've got the Bluetooth connected. I'm just listening to some copyright-free music. You can see that I've got the knob turned all the way over to Bluetooth. It's connected to my phone, which you can't see. So there's no spinning. There's nothing happening here. The only way that you would want to use this is obviously when you have Bluetooth is connected is to turn up the volume. So we're getting some really good sound out of this. So I'm going to turn the whole thing off and just give you some kind of final reviews. I have multiple records. I have a record player at work. I have a record player at home. Then we have one for our boys. We're actually getting this to one of our other sons. Again, this is the Danfi Audio Vintage Point 2. It's basically the retro style Bluetooth turntable with speakers. So the speakers are built in right here in the front. Does have this dust cover here with the non kind of harming pads here on the side so that when you pull down the lid, it does have the needle arm locking mechanism here. You've got 3 speeds. You've got a 33, 45, and 70. You've got Bluetooth, aux. You've got your aux cable here. You've got RX and TX that you can turn off here. And then here's your power and volume button. So this is a great gift for the holidays, probably a first-time record player owner, or somebody that wants to have one in 2 different locations. Again, you saw the record earlier with the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, but so far so good. I really like this piece right here, this kind of felt cover that keeps your record safe, so it's not plastic on plastic here. But final review, 5 out of 5 stars.